Day 2 wraps up with the Oakville Titans and the Saskatoon Brewers from Frank Crane Arena. President's Cup 2018 is continuing to move right along. For the Saskatoon Brewers, this is their second game of the day. Lost 14-11 to Nanaimo this morning. Also lost 17-4 to the Miners yesterday. Second game of the tournament for the Oakville Titans. They beat Onondaga 11-8 yesterday in the late game, so they're playing late a couple of times in a row here. We are set to go with the opening face-off. Oakville in blue and Saskatoon, the Brewers, in white. Mays off the opening draw in a battle against Tomato, and the ball goes all the way back down. Goaltender Craig Wendy will come out to play it. High outlet pass. Ilbekas tried to grab it at center court, unable to do so. Brewers on the ball. Newton plays it off. Saunders coming into the fray. Passes the ball off. Fed to the middle. Young missed that one. Opportunity for Simpson to grab. Coming towards the front. Simpson roaming in behind. 10 on the 30. Feeds the middle. Over the shoulder effort from Saunders, and that was well scouted by Wendy, who makes the save. And now here's Smith getting a break. Smith coming towards the front. Took a drive. Outlet pass made. Sokolowski will move it back towards the front. Saskatoon with a foray into the attacking end. Toporowski controlling. Fed to Harding. Regan Harding loading. Passing it back towards the middle. Toporowski with a feed towards the front. That's broken up. Rushing the floor here. Opportunity for Oakville, but well defended. Wallace couldn't get in as deep as he wanted to. Board from the outside. Throws it across the floor. Has his man Blakely. Now Board again. Drives one, and Wongstead able to keep that ball out. Hunter Wongstead in net for Saskatoon. Craig Wendy for Oakville. Newton plays the ball. We've played just about 2 minutes. No score yet. Simpson passes the ball across. Here's a pass to the middle. Toporowski will move in. Feeds Young from the angle. Toporowski other side. Getting towards the front, and a low shot. Wendy made the save. Looks for the outlet. That was right at the end of the possession. Dong is up the floor. Passes the ball off. Bouncing ball free, and that's an easy steal for Saskatoon. Fisher has it. Fisher for Ron up and over center. Drops the ball down. Saunders coming forward. Saunders makes a move, looks across the floor. 10 on the 30, it's thrown back. Regan Harding from the angle. Harding loads, fires, but wide. High ball goes out of play, in behind the Oakville Titans bench. Oakville on the ball. Blakely from the side angle. Aspers searching for a loose ball. He's got it. Aspers takes a look, throws it across. Angle opportunity here as the ball is thrown high and wide. All the way back towards Johnston. Loading up from long range, hoping to beat out the 30, but couldn't do it. Sokolowski will take it over. Saskatoon ball still scoreless. 3:20 in. Simpson. Passing head. Thornton moves it down low. Taken by Murphy. Murphy takes a look. Put the ball across. Thornton trying to grab it from the corner. Kicked forward to Wallace. By him towards center. Murphy chasing back, and Fisher will help out. Passing the ball forward. Shots are 2 apiece. We're still scoreless. Long range bouncer in to beat out the 30. Wendy's going to move this up to Board. Board coming to center. He's got Wallace on his right. Renaud is driving through as well. There's a shot and kicked away. Wongstead making the stop. Ball in behind the Saskatoon net. Bouncing around free. Titans trying to win possession here. They're going to get a new 30. The ball bounds back. Blakely, the right-hander. 6 points in his first game against Onondaga. Ball up for grabs. Mancini trying to control. He can't do so. Still a loose ball in Brewers territory. Saskatoon will finally win it. Good ball battle. Ball comes out of Fisher's stick, but now he scoops it once more. Up the floor, Ron making a good run. Nice move to get around the defender, but he's forced off to the side. Saunders wants it in behind him. Toporowski fed it too high, and with that pass going out of play, Wendy gets a new ball from the officials, makes the long high outlet pass. Smith controls. He's going to scamper off. Gillis plays the ball across. Matt Lee puts it backwards. Blakely scores! Cree Blakely ripped it from the outside. 1-0 Oakville, 5 minutes and 13 seconds in. And Blakely was the key guy with 6 points in the win last night. And he gets things off to a fast start here. Oakville 1, Saskatoon 0. And for the Brewers, a team that's 0-2, everything about this game is desperate. They're trying to keep as tight as they can. 1-2 looks a whole lot different than 1-3, especially you can drop your opponent to 1-1. Oakville with the possibility of getting to 2-0 and a perfect tournament start. And they get the start they want to the game. Blakely from the outside. Throws it across. Lee with a drive. That one didn't get through. Here's Aspers with a shot, and that missed the mark as well. Taken back by Saskatoon. Newton runs the floor. Into the Oakville end. Sees the late man. Toporowski. Simpson. Ball loose to the wall. Johnston grabs it, scoops it, and starts forward. Mates will change. He throws the ball down the wall. Late pass to Mancini. Blakely. There's a shot from long distance by Gillis. Wongstead made the stop. Toporowski moves the ball up, drops it down. The right-hander Harding moves up towards the front now. Harding, Ron, moves it to the other side, ball in, Toporowski and a great save. Wendy, rebound goes high and right into the goaltender's stick. All he could do is just get a stick on it, but he got some help from his mates, and Dong is up and over center. Spins back away from traffic. Puts it back to Renaud and now Board. Coming down the flank. Renaud throwing picks for him. Ball to Lee. Blakely to the middle. A quick stick opportunity. Just missed the target. Still 9 on the 30. Oakville setting up. Pass goes back to Blakely. A drive. Wongstead made the save. Grabs it from the paint. Looks for the long high outlet. Newton's up ahead of the play. Newton taking on the defender. Forced to the wall. Shovels it back. Nobody home. Thornton will go back to take it. Running at the defense. Moves in deep. Pulls up. Plays it across high. Ball taken down. Thrown back to the middle. Harding long range shot. Wendy with the save. Looks for the long outlet. Has a man in flight, but it goes goalie to goalie instead. McMahon was lurking in the area, hoping to take that ball from the goaltender. Chedek plays it back. Toporowski moving in. Back for Chedek beside the goal. Saunders helping him with some picks. Toporowski picks as well. Chedek. Toporowski just outside the crease. Forced towards the corner. Toporowski for Chedick. Chedick has Murphy on the other side. Murphy, Toporowski takes the ball. Has to resettle it. Moving in, winding, fires. Wendy the save and thinks about the long outlet. Inches out of his crease. He's got Smith right beside him. 11:45 to go opening period. 1-0, Oakville in front. Cree Blakely with the only tally from the angle, and that's where he's got the ball right now. Same spot he scored from. Makes the spin, looks to the front, hangs on, throws it back. Gillis a drive and kicked away by Wongstedt. Now it's Aspers, drives one in, Wongstedt the save. Rebound is free outside the crease. Nice ball recovery by Oakville. Blakely battling in the corner, trying to get it away from Malkowski. Ball up top for Aspers. Now from the angle is Blakely, moving, loading, wanted the quick stick at the side. Ball thrown across for Lee. Now the ball controlled deep in his territory by Fisher. Passes one for Levi Chedick. And now Ron comes forward. Ron moving down the flank. Board goes to meet him. Ball goes backwards. Murphy moves it in for Regan Harding. Harding well guarded. Simpson trying to get loose for a shot. Still 8 on the 30. He does shoot one, but wide of the target. And the ball goes high into the seats. High ball from Wendy. Out towards Cook. Moving towards Hugh Weir. Cook forced into the corner. Trying to work freeze in behind the Saskatoon net. Ball for Blakely. Tried to settle it down, unable to do so initially. Brewers on the ball. Ball now taken and brought forward by Anthony Hallborg. Played some Senior A ball in the Nanaimo this year. Young has it now. Young takes a look. Murphy. Toporowski. Toporowski throws the ball down low. Fed up to Young. Young moving towards the net, just outside the paint. 5 on the 30. Young to the middle. Passing it off, and Murphy couldn't take it down. That's going to do it for the 30-second clock. And goaltender Craig Wendy's going to be able to move this ahead. Board will take the ball for Oakville. Still 1-0 they lead. 9:35 to go opening period. Blakely, long distance, shoots one. Wongstedt got a piece of it. High ball. Blakely in a battle. Trying to come up with it here, but he's got Levi Chedick all over him. Ball goes back to Gillis, side of his net. Oakville's got a fresh 30. Board moving towards the net. The right-hander takes a look. Gillis is in behind him. 3 bodies fall in the middle, and there's a shot from Mancini. Wongstedt able to keep that one out, but there was a lot of extra room with 3 bodies colliding right in the middle of the floor. Ball moved ahead now for Simpson. Simpson. Toporowski. Simpson again. Weaving through. Spilled at the crease area. And now the ball worked forward. Heidecker moving towards the net with Wallace. Pass to Wallace. He's in tight. Wongstedt the save. Ball's in his stick. Oakville's going to get the ball back. Big stop there. Wallace a good lane, but Hunter Wongstedt making the stop. And some equipment repair necessary right now with 8:25 to go in the opening period. 1 goal on the board. Oakville with it. 5-13. Cree Blakely. And since then, nothing doing. 10-7 shots on goal. Pretty even in that regard, although, without a doubt, Saskatoon shots have been from longer range. That was one of the few good penetration chances that Wallace just had, but Hunter Wongstedt standing his ground to come up with a big save. Opportunity here. Renault, Gillis plays it across. There's a quick stick from Blakely. High ball. Off Wongstedt now to play. Oakville controlling. Ball in the middle, low shot driven wide, and the ball will bound back towards center. Renault tried to recover it. Hallberg is on him. Renault coming towards the front. Flip the ball off. Loose, right to Wongstead. The goaltender is going to be able to play it. Makes the outlet. Here's Hugh Weir. Transitioning the ball into the attacking end. Moves to the middle. Weir passing to his right. Saunders from there. Saunders goes across. Thornton to the middle, a shot. Not sure if the goaltender got a piece of that or not. They're going to say it was tipped or not. The officials are going to have a conference about it. Did that go off goaltender Craig Wendy or not? The officials want to make sure. You could hear the Oakville players saying no way from down on the floor. And they're going to call for a face-off. I think they just weren't sure. So a face-off at center. 7:39 to go opening period. Now this has been tight. Just the one goal on the board so far. So face-off to come to get us going once again. Play whistled in. Jobikas brings the ball forward, has a chance, and he missed up high with it. Right off the face-off opportunity. Ball skips free. Blaze McCullough starting out of his own end. McCullough runs into the attack, and he's going to stay out there. Lee. Blakely from the outside. Takes a push, still has the ball. Blakely fires off the post. Jobikas grabs the rebound. Throws it, but Renault didn't see it coming. New 30, however. McCullough. High pass across. Blakely. Renault fires. Wongstead the save. Grabs the ball. Lifts it up for Newton. Newton coming towards the front. Newton feeds the middle. Toporowski with a pass off. Low shot. Good save by Wendy from inside. High outlet pass. Just missed Johnston. Too many players on the floor, though. So on the bad change, a possession turnover. Saskatoon bench not liking it. And 2 minutes is going to go up on the board here. 6:38 to go. Oakville gets the game's first power play in a 1-0 lead. Gillis will take the ball from center. 13-8 the shots. Oakville getting the lead in that regard and continuing to press the issue. Apers dumps it down low, takes a return feed to the middle. Gillis winding. Gillis passing. Lee. Apers. Blakely fired wide though. High ball out of play. Taken from the crease by Saskatoon. Hallberg starting forward, trying to get the ball rag going here. In on the attack. Hallberg pass deflected away, and it goes inside the Oakville bench. The Brewers are going to get this back. Saskatoon ball, but an immediate double team on Saunders. Tries to find a way out of it. Ball turned over. Jobikas has a lane to the net. He's got Wallace on the other side. There's a good save by Wongstead. Rebound free for Wallace. Fresh 30-second clock. Board is on the ball. He's going to head off. Apers controlling up top. Passing on the other side. Lee. Gillis from the middle. Gillis. Apers, long distance, passing. Blakely to the front. Renault getting in tight, but he couldn't get a shot away cleanly. Ball goes off the glass, and that will do it for the possession. Well defended by Saskatoon. Still 47 seconds left in the bench minor for too many players on the floor. Murphy looks ahead, passing over the line. Thornton in control. Making a move down the wall, getting deep. Wendy takes a run at him. Thornton continues with the ball, turning left and right, trying to escape two checkers. Does, at least for a brief moment. Rolls the ball down to the corner. Murphy there to try and pick it up once again. He's triple teamed down there. The ball is still free, and finally Oakville able to bring it out. Johnston has control. Johnston in on the attack. Feeds the ball off. Apers coming towards the front. Looks at the trailer, moving in tighter. Passes off for Gillis. Gillis put it across. Blakely to the middle. A shot wide for Minot. Rebound loose, and Levi Chedek's out of the box. Trying to get a break. Blakely's catching him. Chedek is in, faking, and Wendy kept the ball out. Blakely with good pursuit, but Chedek made a power move to at least get a shot away. Wendy made the stop. 22 seconds remain. Apers to the crease, and he just missed on the far side. Weir trying to grab the loose ball, does for Saskatoon. Runs in behind his net, looks ahead at Newton. Newton takes it, looking down floor. He's going to come up slowly now. Just 4 minutes remaining in this first period. Simpson. Simpson takes a look, makes a pass. Saunders will grab it on the bounce. Saunders put the ball down low. Thrown back up. Toporowski has it. Low shot and kick save made by Wendy on that shot. Saskatoon ball again. They get the reset. Harding feeds low. Ball is lifted up high. Toporowski has it. Toporowski help with Ron with a pick. Toporowski trying to get loose. He's got two guys on him, really. Toporowski, Harding. Harding looks down low to the front. Here's a chance in tight. Simpson shoots, scores! Wendy wanted a crease violation called, but none coming. 1-1 tie. Simpson just on the lip of the crease and just on the lip of that crease. Scores at 16:43. Cameron Simpson gets his team on the board, and we're all even at 1-1. That after a strong penalty kill by Saskatoon, and so many times that leads to more success at the offensive end. Now Koski has the ball right now. Moves it for Murphy. Wallace goes to meet him. Oakville won, Saskatoon won. 3 minutes even to go first period. Murphy with a pass off. Thornton put the ball across, glancing off a stick. Goes to the paint. Still free. A chance for Saunders. He shoots one. It deflected wide. Wendy was reaching out for it, and it took a deflection the other way. Ball loose. Goaltender comes out, tried to trap it. He couldn't. Saunders stealing, looking to the front. 30-second clock's about to die, and it is going to be Oakville ball. Saskatoon with good pressure there, but couldn't get the ace shot that was needed. Board comes up the floor the other way. Moving in towards Wongsted's net. Pass goes across. Lee off the top of the stick of Wallace. Fights to get it back. Board battle halfway through the possession for Oakville. Up the floor now. Fisher making a run. He's caught up too. Fisher. Toporowski. Toporowski moving towards the middle. Continues to control the ball. Simpson moves it down low. Ball in behind. Wendy, the netminder, grabs it. Looks for an outlet, and he's got his man Finley up ahead. Under 2 minutes to play, opening period here at Frank Crane Arena. The nightcap of day 2 of the President's Cup in 2018. Gillis from the outside goes across. Here's Blakely, shoots one, Wongstead the save. Looks for the outlet. Can't make a short one, so throws a long ball to center, but it went off Murphy. Murphy fights to get it back, and he just barely did. Both teams change as Murphy comes up the floor. Stops up, feeds the ball to the goal scorer, Simpson. Simpson for Harding. Harding has Young cutting through with him. Harding makes a pass off. Saunders moving, loading. Wendy stopped his shot. Rebound is there for Murphy. Murphy to Saunders. Another shot and another save from Wendy. High ball into the air. Ball still free. Bouncing around against the boards. Taken by Saunders. Saunders. Scoop pass. Toporowski. Young. Into the final minute we go. Young to Harding. Long range shot. Wendy to stop the goal stick. Looks for the outlet. High ball. Smith behind the defender. If he can catch up to it, he does. Thornton stayed with him. There's a pass to the front, and Blakely just missed for his second opportunity there. has 1 goal already. That was a great chance to get number 2. Weir for Saskatoon pulls up into the final 30 seconds of period number 1. Simpson. Toporowski. Simpson again. Spinning. Simpson, low shot, but it bounced high. Toporowski recovers it. 14 seconds. Bit of a differential on the game clock and the shot clock. Toporowski into the middle, into heavy traffic, hangs onto the ball well. It's loose now on the floor and finally dragged out just as the period's coming to a close. Heidecker won't get a chance to shoot it. 1-1 Lacrosse after 20 hard-played minutes. Oakville looking to go 2-0. Saskatoon in must-win territory at 0-2. More Lacrosse in 10 minutes.
Welcome to Nanaimo, the gateway to Vancouver Island. Located on the rich waters of the Salish Sea, backdropped by thick, temperate rainforest with their rolling hills and the rugged mountains in the distance, Nanaimo was the first home to the local Nanaimo First Nations people. For centuries they lived here in connection with the land. And in many ways, this close tie to the wilderness of Vancouver Island resonates today. In the 1850s, the Hudson Bay Company set up a trading post in the region here in Nanaimo. Today, that trading post still stands with the HBC Bastion, standing guard over the waters of the harbor here in Nanaimo. For many decades afterwards, Nanaimo flourished as a coal mining town. Much of this early history is on display at the Nanaimo Museum. Today, Nanaimo is a bustling and modern urban center on the edge of natural wonder. Experience Nanaimo's supernatural wilderness and find yourself again.
Nanaimo allows me to do my passions through accessibility. Just the way that it's laid out, within 10 or 15 minutes, I can basically be from my house and doing something that I am truly passionate about. For me, it's about connection. I know a lot of people go to nature to disconnect from the world, but for me, it's about feeling like I'm part of something bigger. I feel it helps me connect to other people with similar interests and passions. Nanaimo has a little bit of something for everybody, and I think it does that little bit of everything really well. It's a place where you can discover passions that you didn't even know you had.
It gives you city life and gives you wilderness life all at the same time. It has both fresh water and salt water with easy access. You don't have to travel more than 10 to 15 minutes to be on a body of water, no matter where you live. You can either be out on the ocean fishing in 15-20 minutes, or you can be on Long Lake like we are today, enjoying some trout and bass fishing.
With diving around this area, Nanaimo or British Columbia in general, it's actually rated in the top in the world. Part of the reason that we have so much life here is the colder water with lots of nutrients in the water. One of our very popular activities we do is snorkeling with seals, and certain times of year when we get the sea lions coming by us, 2,000-pound sea lion coming right up to you a few inches away from you, just amazing. You think you're swimming along great in the water and this thing comes and does a somersault in front of you and just takes off. And you realize how small in the ocean you actually are.
The best part about owning a tour company is getting to show everyone the reasons why we live here in Nanaimo. I love the culture and natural wonders here in Nanaimo, and I love being able to see it for the first time every day through the eyes of our guests. Yeah, Nanaimo really is in the center of everything.
I'm really passionate about regenerative agriculture because that's what farming is all about. Some of the most exciting things for me in Nanaimo are the harvest, when there's all this abundance and we're able to take our food and set it out into the community. And when we go out for dinner sometimes, we get to see our food being served to us and served to our community, and there's a lot of excitement around that. At the markets we sell at in Nanaimo, there are over 200 vendors who participate, and you can do your full spectrum of shopping at these markets. And so you're invited to come to the market.
Currently, right now, we're concentrated on sourcing all our ingredients from mid-Vancouver Island. We like to utilize what we can get from local farmers. Breweries, wineries, and distilleries in Nanaimo have really exploded in the last few years. We've got a couple great wineries. Just down the road from us at the Longwood, we've got a distillery that makes some world-class gin, vodka, and even absinthe, which is pretty rare these days. We've got 3 breweries in town, 1 brew pub. You can really occupy a lot of your time traveling from one drink establishment to another. We've got pretty much everything here.
Well, we're sitting here at Piper's Lagoon, which is one of these little hidden gems that a lot of people don't know about. But I'm commonly often known as the Big Cheese, and I coined the name the Big Cheese not long after I started the store. There's a pretty good variety of establishments in Nanaimo now. There's some really excellent places to eat now in Nanaimo which are doing quite nicely. We have shopping, we have all the well-known brands, but we also have a cute little downtown area with lots of independent businesses. Well, I think the location makes it very special. The abundance of parks and activities and outdoor fresh air things, and everyone who moves here from somewhere else comments on how welcoming the people are. And I think that's one thing that makes Nanaimo very special, is the welcoming and the amount of stuff there is to do.
With its dramatic and diverse landscapes, including forests like this, Nanaimo offers so much. Impressive coastlines? Yeah, we got that. Rolling hills? Rugged mountains? Yeah, we got that too.
I'm more of a country mouse than a city mouse, and Nanaimo, the city, has enough of what I need, but just the natural beauty of it. I can feel it in the pores of my skin, I can feel it in my lungs when I breathe the air. It's just something, when I get out here and I just see trees and blue skies, it makes me happy. Yeah, my big thing every year is to go down to Nanaimo River and jump in, because the river feels like it's a healer. The beautiful fresh water and the trees around it, it cures whatever ails you, and there's nothing like it to me in the world. I've really been encouraged, especially in the last 10 years or so, that Nanaimo is recognizing the art scene a lot more and celebrating that, and there's some fantastic festivals that happen every year, and I've been lucky to be involved in a lot of those because I do live here.
Some of my passions are getting out to nature, so going for hikes to places like Ammonite Falls or Neck Point. We have one of the first wineries in Vancouver Island. We have one of the oldest brew pubs. We have a bunch of craft distilleries. I like to use Nanaimo as a base for my expeditions because it has a little something for everyone. If people want to stay in a hostel, they can. If they want to stay in a nice 4-star hotel, they can. And most people love the different variety of accommodations we have.
What surprises visitors in Nanaimo is the abundance of wildlife and the immense natural beauty. I like to go explore all the different islands because they have trails and glorious forests to see, but they all have these little bays and secret little gems. And so if you're into exploring, you get a lot out of it. My absolute favorite place in Nanaimo is Newcastle Island, or as the Nanaimo First Nations call it, Saskatoon.
Nature is a big part of it, because when you're going to carve something for the longhouse, which is in our traditional dances and things, my dad will bring me up the mountain, talk to the trees, talk to the water, thank them, and just stay up there. Sometimes it's 4 days you stay there and bath, cleanse yourself, get your mind straight so there's no doubt or meanness in your mind. So just pure things go into the thing that you're carving for the longhouse.
In Nanaimo,
One tie after 20 minutes of lacrosse. They're changing, so Newton looks ahead, spies Saunders. Saunders with a high pass, but too hot to handle. Easy pickoff for Johnston. Johnston gets away from Murphy. Moving inside Saskatoon territory. Johnston waits. To the middle he goes. Feeds it across the floor. Long range, a drive and a goal from Board. Rifled that low. Wongstead thought he should have had it. But way too much room for the outside. That was a full windup. Gage Board rifling that in at 13:38. Oakville has never trailed in the game. It's been 1-1 and 3-3. But again, the Titans go ahead. Heavy shot with lots on it from Gage Board. 23-18, the shots are favoring Oakville, and now the score is 2. Tornado and Mays will face off. Saskatoon just had something rolling, but the Titans stopping the momentum, getting the go-ahead marker. And the ball will bounce inside the Titans bench. Both teams saying it's their ball. It is going to be Oakville possession. Outside opportunity. Apers running towards the goal. Has Renault up top. Renault for Blakely. Blakely looking, fires, but too high. The ball will bound back towards goaltender Wendy. He's going to come out to play it. Makes the outlet. Apers moving right up the middle. Passing to his right. There's a long-range shot. Renault scores again. Oakville's got something going with these outside shots. Wongstead talking to his defense. He doesn't want the big load coming from that side of the floor. Board just scored from there, and now Renault has scored from there twice. 5-3, 2-goal lead for the second time here. The scoring was pretty dormant halfway through this game at 2-1. But now 5 goals between these two teams in the last 4 minutes, and maybe another one here as a shot just misses. Wongstead made himself big, but the shot couldn't find the mark. Weir's being checked by Renault. He's in a double team. Works nicely out of it. Saskatoon coming ahead. Weir takes on another defender. Gets by him. Drops the ball back. Penalty call coming here. I think it was Wallace that took out Weir. Ron has possession. Ron takes a look. 6-on-5 set on the delayed call. Pass to the middle. Murphy. Drew Chedick. Ron from long distance. Ron to the middle with a shot. Wendy makes the save, and here comes the penalty call now. Check from behind. 4-minute call for the back check. Away goes Wallace to the box. And Saskatoon down by a pair. 5:04 left in the second period. But a big chance here to maybe get 1 or 2 back. They're having a conversation before plays whistled in. Saunders, Harding, and Toporowski were all 3 huddled together. Simpson, now Murphy. Simpson missed the pass. Lubikas able to steal it. Double teamed. Ball on the floor. Batted into feet, recovered by Harding. And the power play can now continue. Toporowski gets a return pass from Saunders. Murphy, Harding. Harding fakes, loads, shoots. Goaltender down, keeps the ball out. Gets some help in the paint as well. Wendy looks for the long outlet pass. On the mark with that. One-on-one situation here. Board trying to get to the net. Won't be able to. So he's content to kill off some time. Pass to the front, and a good stick there from Saunders to pick it right off. Hallborg takes the ball. Both teams changing. Hallborg moves it across for Harding. To Simpson. Simpson's got 2. Toporowski Playing catch with Saunders. Toporowski to the middle. Thornton takes a look. Toporowski, cross floor pass into Harding. He's only got 3 seconds. And a good job here. McMahon tying it up in the corner. Shot clock dies down. That was smart work from McMahon. Now he's going to run forward with the ball. 3:35 remaining. Second period, 5-3 Oakville. Lane to the net for Apers, cutting and shooting, and the arm came up from Wongstead. Ball passed up to Drew Chedek. He's on the move. One-on-one situation. Chedek scores! 2 goals in the period for Drew Chedek. And he seems to be the guy when has it. Inside Oakville attacking territory. He's got to be careful of that restraining line. Ball knocked out of his stick. Fisher back in his own end. Another call against Oakville coming. Saskatoon moving forward with Fisher. Saunders coming in with Toporowski. Toporowski weaving to the goal, getting in tight, and Wendy made a great save. He would not come off the post. 5-on-3 for 127. Matt Lee heading towards the box. Cross-checking the call. Now what's the formation? 4-on-3 with a man to lay back, or a traditional set? In the last game with the Nanaimo Timbermen, they had that situation. They went with a traditional set. This time Murphy's going to lay back. Simpson, Harding, Saunders to the crease. Toporowski faking, tried to go short side when he made the save. Looks for the outlet, has his man. McMahon is running. Saskatoon can really double off here because there's 2 extra players, and they do try and double McMahon right away, but he works out of it nicely. In behind the Saskatoon net. Now he's being pinned by Saunders. The ball continues in behind the Saskatoon goal. Which way is possession going? I think it's going to be Saskatoon ball. Drew Chedek sitting on 2 goals. Murphy trotting towards the net front. Murphy, Simpson, Harding, Simpson again. Toporowski takes a look. Here's a shot from Simpson. Went to save. Harding couldn't quite trap the rebound. Oakville will. Board gets ahead. Coming forward. Heideker's with him. Board. Heideker breakaway. Faking. Big save with the stick by Wongstead. Makes the outlet. Hallborg working over center. Motioning his mates to come with him. Hallborg has Toporowski in behind. Makes the pass off to the middle. Simpson. Toporowski. Simpson wanted to go to the crease. Ball knocked away. Simpson trying to recover, but he gets some help from Murphy, who walks in. Murphy to Simpson. Put it down low. Opportunity in tight. And Wendy made the save on Harding. Lead pass for Wallace out of the box into the play. 25 seconds of the power play left. 5-4. Just over a minute to play in period number 2. Oakville in the lead by 1. Murphy on the ball. Simpson. Saunders. Murphy again. Saunders. Murphy in the middle. Simpson, he's got 2. He passes to the front. That's picked off. Breakaway opportunity. Smith running the floor. Chedek trying to catch him. Smith stopped by Wongstead. Has the ball up in his gear. He doesn't want to move. He knows he's got it. He's just not quite sure where. Up in his paraphernalia. 39 seconds to go, second period. 5-on-5. Saskatoon ball. It would be a huge goal if they could get it here in the final minute. Oakville has a 1-goal lead. Ron from the outside. Plays it across. Thornton grabs it. Thornton takes a look. Makes a pass. Chedek hanging on. Chedek shoots. Just missed down low. Rebound goes right back to him. 2 seconds. Chedek with a shot. When he makes the save, the ball's up for grabs. But collected. And a timeout is going to be called by Oakville with 5.8 seconds remaining in the second period. Not much time to generate a play, but plenty of time to get a ball down the floor. One quick shot. Wongstedt and Wendy, the goalies, come together. A show of support as both of them have played very well. Shots are 26-23. And we might not see double figures for the third time today. Saskatoon in double figures with 11 goals this morning, but only 4 so far tonight in the nightcap. And the travel that they've gone through this week, and this is their 2-game day. Everybody has one. Today it was them in Nanaimo. Five games a day here until Friday when the schedule slows. 5 seconds. Oakville moving up quickly. Apers cross-floor pass. Didn't connect. And the second period comes to an end. Malkoski and Blakely nose-to-nose, pushing and shoving. Malkoski would love to take Blakely off if he could. And Weir is down at the crease as well. I was watching the other altercation, but Hugh Weir is down and in some difficulty on his stomach at the lip of the crease. And he's really reacting like this is something more serious. And his mates come back to check on him. He's rolled now onto his back, but he was lying on his stomach. And what's being attended to right now is his left leg. And they're trying to bend the knee up. The good news is it's bending. I'm not sure how natural that's feeling for him. But concerned for the left leg of Hugh Weir, who's down. Hasn't moved much. Sokolowski wants a penalty call out of this, and there was none coming. Again, I was watching the other altercation. Malkoski was pushing and shoving with Blakely. Those two look like they might get into something, and Weir gets up under his own power. But he's not going to be able to walk off on his own. And that's a big loss to the back end for Saskatoon. The way he's leaving, you don't think that he's going to be able to return to the game, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, when he got up and he was putting some weight on that left leg. Now he's not at all. And that's big-time frustration. And a guy, too, that used to play here in Nanaimo as a member of the Senior A Timbermen for a short time. But he's really struggling with that leg. He went down. His left knee was being checked on, and it looked like it was moving. But again, you're not quite sure how comfortable that is. But now he's got to try and step over the gate into the penalty box, and that's not going to be an easy task. And it's going to take a few guys to get him down the tunnel. Hugh Weir, a Warrior through 40 minutes. But that might be all his game is tonight, is 40. And a loss on the back end, big time for Saskatoon. And they trail the game 5-4. 40 minutes of good lacrosse. A couple of goals in this game for Cree Blakely on the Oakville side. A couple of goals for Eddie Renault and Gage Board, the captain for Oakville. And a couple of 2-goal men on the Saskatoon side. Cameron Simpson has 2. Andrew Cheddick also with 2 goals. 5-4 scoreline. It was 1-1 after the opening period. Leads of 3-1 and 5-3 for Oakville in the game. But Saskatoon keeps coming back, and each time the lead has been 2, it's been Drew Cheddick that has scored the goal to bring the lead back to within 1. A 1-goal spread with 20 minutes of lacrosse left. Day 2 of the President's Cup. Oakville 5 and Saskatoon 4. More coming up in about 7 minutes. Third period President's Cup action from Frank Crane Arena in Nanaimo. Final game of the day, final period of the day. Roughing coincidentals on the board at the end of the final whistle of 40 minutes. Hugh Weir left in a lot of discomfort. Will he be back? I'd say it looks doubtful for Saskatoon. Roughing penalties assessed to both Blakely and Malkoski at the same time that Weir was down right in front of his own crease. So here's Apers coming towards the front. Apers takes a look. Moving towards the front. 10 on the 30. Put it across. Opportunity for Lee. Can he get open? Lee for Apers. He's got 5 seconds. Apers loads, shoots. Wongstead the save. Couldn't trap the rebound though. His teammates help him out. Drew Chenick. Saunders working down towards the goal. Saunders shoots over the top. Wendy got a piece of that. He wasn't sure where the ball went. Knew he'd made the save, but wasn't sure where the ball squirted out to. Wallace making a good run. Coming towards the Saskatoon net. Wallace a bouncer. Wongstead made the save. Looks for an outlet. Short pass, and now the Brewers will make changes. Cameron Simpson. 2-goal man for Saskatoon. Toporowski. Drew Chenick. Looks at Toporowski. Continues to control. Toporowski hanging on. Loading up. Trying to get by the defender. Feeds it back now to Young. Young shoots off the pipe. Shot just about found the mark. Now here's 2 Oakville sprinters up. Board has the ball. Home run pass. McMahon faking, shooting. Big save by Wongstead. This game is still 5-4. Wongstead had to be good there, and he was on McMahon. Ron coming towards the net for the Brewers. Takes on the defender, gets by with a shot, but missed the goal. High ball back towards Murphy. Murphy takes it right in front of the Oakville bench. Saunders looks to the front. Saunders spinning through, and he couldn't get a shot at the end. The ball came out of his stick as he was making the final move. There's a long shot, hoping to beat out the 30, but it didn't. As the ball is bounding into the seats. Johnston controlling. Comes up the middle. 28-24 the shots for Oakville. 5-4 they lead. It is tight. Johnston from long distance. Puts it across. Here's a chance in tight. And almost a dunk over the top from Jordan Gillis. Ball stays out, but it's recovered by the Titans. Ubikas from the outside to the middle. Johnston loading it up. Johnston takes a look. Plays it hard across the floor. Ubikas looking for some real estate. Gets to the middle, shoots. Kicked away. Wongstead just getting a piece. Fisher tries to trap the ball. Does come up with it. Throws it back, but off the top of Newton's stick. 17 minutes to go in the third period. Harding takes on Wallace. Toporowski has the ball. Faked it. Ball landed, so it ended up not being the fake that he was hoping for. Toporowski. Simpson. Cameron Simpson's had a couple of big shots in this game. Tried to pass it off that time. Wallace can't steal. Had the foot speed to do it, but he causes a 30-second clock violation, so either way, that's a victory for him. Johnston closes in. Johnston. Blakely. Blakely loading up, trying to cut to the net. Now a pass off for Wallace. Took a shot. Wongstead the save. Looks to outlet. Stands and throws the ball down. It's intercepted. Here's Lee getting a breakaway. He cuts in. Wongstead had to make another save. Crease violation anyhow. Goalie made the stop for good measure. Thorensen moving towards the net. Spin move. Thorensen puts it across the floor. Down to the corner. Chenick. Thorensen, high ball. Fights to get it back, and he does. Thorensen to the middle. Knifing through, a bouncer. Did Wendy get a piece? No, he did not. The ball just bounced too high. Oakville possession. Board comes up the floor. Renaud's on his right. Renaud takes the pass. Put it across the other side. Blakely. Feeds the middle. Board. Blakely shoots and scores. It's a hat trick for Cree Blakely. A 2-goal lead with scoring at a premium. That is huge for the Oakville Titans. Cree Blakely, one in the first, one in the second, now one in the third. And wouldn't you know it, the first goal of all 3 periods. And that's what Oakville has done in this lacrosse game. They have continued to play even or with the lead. Saskatoon getting close. Catching up to even at 3-3 the last time. And had the game at 5-4, but now it's 6-4. Delayed call coming against Oakville, so Saskatoon's going to get a power play chance. An opportunity for an immediate response as Murphy is weaving through traffic. 6-on-5 set here. Thorensen takes the ball. Thorensen. Pass down low, quick stick. Wendy went diving across but didn't have to make the save. Saskatoon to the man advantage. Lots of time left still, 15:03. Holding is the infraction. Looks like they've spotted Renault. 2 goals in the game for him, but number 2 gets 2 minutes that he doesn't want in the box. Thorensen moves to the front of the net. Plays it back to Murphy. Saunders. Murphy. Saunders again. Closing. Shoots. Ball went high. Murphy has it. Still half a possession. Saunders closing in. Murphy from the middle. Murphy, Thorensen, Murphy, put it across Saunders. Murphy again, loads, shoots, missed the net. This will do it for the possession. The ball bounds back into Saskatoon territory. Smith will take it from the corner. Smith, Ilbekas takes his pass. Tried to flip it to the end wall. That was nicely caught in behind and then thrown up top. The ball rag begins for Oakville. Pass to the cutter, that's Lee. Lee gets by, he's got a breakaway, faking, shooting. Wongstead standing his ground, made the stop. Saskatoon ball. Levi Chedek gets it ahead. Saunders. Saunders coming up with the ball in his stick, makes a move, taken down by Wallace. Ball free. Great job by Wallace to scoop it up. He's got Board ahead of the play. Wallace one-arms it. Board's up on the attack. Has Blakely cutting to the goal, but Board takes it himself, and a good save by Wongstead. That was a good look for Board. That could have been the dagger goal. Still at 6-4. Saskatoon staying in it. 25 seconds on the power play remains. Simpson playing catch with Murphy. Ball is down low for Harding to Simpson. Murphy, Simpson, Murphy. Toporowski with a shot. Wendy makes the stop. No rebound off of him either. And the Oakville goaltender moves it. McMahon looking up the floor. Pass deflecting right to Murphy. Murphy. Drew Chedek. Power play's over. Chedek brings the ball forward though. Toporowski for Chedek in close. Wendy made a great stop going down to his knees. Board takes the ball away. Board coming up and over center. Moving towards the net front. Passes the ball to the corner. Now a pass to the front, and Wongstead getting down to his knees kept that ball out. Cree Blakely lost possession. Murphy throws it back. Up the floor now comes Fisher. Saskatoon needing to put a press on. Ball taken ahead by Simpson. Simpson to Harding. Harding moves it down on the angle. Toporowski into the middle. Feeds Simpson. Driving to the goal. He turns. Simpson looks to get a shot over the top. Wendy kicked it to the side. Toporowski takes the ball back. Fresh 30 for Saskatoon. From the outside, it's Ron. Ron to Simpson, a shot high and wide. Cook takes the ball away. Ilbekas gets a pass from him. Running to the net. Loading up, passing to the crease man, and Cree Blakely's got a 4th goal. 7-4. Is he ever hot? 6 points in his first game. And he's got 4 goals in this lacrosse game today. 2 in a row to open up the biggest lead that Oakville has had with 11:51 remaining. Blakely has finished like nobody else can on either side today. Yes, a couple of goals from Simpson, Chedick, and Renault. But Blakely sitting with 4, and he has been the offensive hero. There is no doubt. Still time, but Saskatoon really starting to see that this game is slipping away unless they can make a massive push. And if they fall to 0-3, then you look at your tournament starting to slip away early. And this has been a tough day. It's a 2-game day for them. And this is the last period of that long 2-game day. Brewers on the ball. Chedick looking to the front. Onto a run, a shot. Wendy goes down to his knees. Hangs onto the ball, or tried to. It's free and behind, though. He went down, but didn't keep the ball. Thornton tried to throw a shoulder into Smith, but he gets away. Smith is on the run. Has a trailer. Gillis for Smith. Back to Gillis. Gillis cutting in tight. Made a move, and the head of his stick went flying. Lost the shaft, lost the head. 10:55 to play. Harding. Passes to the middle. Ron. Looking back at Harding. Harding penetrates down the wing. Pass to the middle. Saunders upended. Ball stolen away, and coming up the floor is Board. Yobikis is with him. Board up the middle. Yobikis puts it across. Quick stick goal. It's Blakely again, and he's got 5. A natural hat trick. At 4:29, at 8:09, at 9:30. Blakely is on fire. What a performance. Not just that it's a natural hat trick in the game, because that's impressive enough, but it takes what was a very tight game and puts it now squarely in the Titans' control. Oakville up by 4 with 10.5 minutes to play. Looking to go to 2-0 on the tournament. Conawaga and St. Albert are the other 2-0 teams at the President's Cup. Nanaimo has 2 wins as well, but they played 3 games. And Saskatoon in legitimate danger of dropping to 0-3. And it's not tournament over at 0-3, but it is a long road back, a very long road back. On a face-off, the ball scooped ahead by Renault. Hallborg takes it, but can't keep it for very long. Smith on the run. Ball fed ahead. Here's Wallace shooting, and Longstead keeping that out. Just making himself big. And made himself big enough to keep that ball out of the net. Hallborg, Toporowski, 8-4 scoreline. Titans in control. Everything that Blakely is doing is working. A 5-goal performance and a natural hat trick. Here's Young. Young spins, trying to advance to the front. Lost his ball and his stick at the same time. Got his stick back, but he didn't get the ball. Yobikis takes it away. Up the floor comes Aper. Aper's moving in. Puts it to Lee, just outside the crease. Pass off. Stolen away by Newton. Newton. Pass to a man coming off the bench. It's Ron. Trying to spin in and out of traffic. Running to the goal. Feeds back for Drew Chedick. Ball bouncing away. Johnston comes up the floor. Boards on his right. He's got a trailer in Blakely. Blakely puts it in. Big bomb taken there by Cook. Stopped by Wongstead. Secondary shot, but that was kept out too. A pass to the middle. Johnston loading up. Johnston hanging on. Continues to control it. Dumps down to the corner. Pass to the front. Quick stick. Wongstead made a good save on the quick stick effort. Apers was just off to the side of the net. 8.5 and the clock running. 4-goal spread. Oakville leading Saskatoon. Toporowski had the ball knocked away by Wallace. Wallace has Smith up ahead. Smith takes it. Breakaway situation. Smith shoots Wongstead again. Another big save, and he's made a lot of them, even though he's given up 8 goals in the game. Wendy's only allowed 4, but Oakville's had the better chances. They've outshot Saskatoon 41-27. Drew Chedek to the middle. Chedek looking to make a play. Chedek still looking. Tries to escape a check. He does. Murphy tried to get open for him, but the ball goes right to the goalie. Wendy has a chance for a clearance. Makes a high pass. On the mark. Blakely. Looking across to his left. Blakely spots the trailer. That's Gillis. Gillis goes across the floor. There's a drive from Mancini. Wongstead makes the save, grabs the ball. Makes the outlet. Tornado went down, big wet spot on the floor. They might have to call for a wipe. Saskatoon trying to put on some pressure. Knocked down on the play was Saunders. To the net he goes. Heavy contact, took a shot. Wendy made a stick save. Ball comes out. Ron with a reset. Harding. Thorensen loads. Wendy kicked out his shot, going down to his knees. This is another reset to come here for Saskatoon. But the clock is under 7 minutes, and the gap is 4. Murphy coming towards the net. Plays the ball off. Harding into a run to the crease. Harding tried to shovel one in, but Wendy wouldn't let that happen. Strong goaltending there. Board coming up and over center. Controls the ball. Moves it on. Apers. Cross floor pass. From the outside. There's a drive and a bomb from Johnston. Wongstead down on his hands and knees, and he's shaken up after making that save. Training staff's going to come out to check on Hunter Wongstead. Not sure where he took that shot, but he's down on the seat of his pants right now, and he's been a busy goaltender. Shots are 42-30. And he's still down on the seat of his pants in the crease. Saskatoon has lost Hugh Weir today. And he went off laboring so heavily, no weight at all in his left leg. It happened literally in the dying seconds of the second period. And that game that was 5-4 is so much different than this game now. 14 minutes of playing time later, it's a 4-goal lead for Oakville. And the only person to score in this period has done it 3 times. Cree Blakely. 4:29, 8:09, 9:30. That goes along with a goal in the first and a goal in the second. He has been magic tonight. Oakville looking like they are going to be that 2-0 team to join the front runners. St. Albert at 2-0. Conawaga at 2-0. An 0-2 record for Onondaga as well, as they lost their last game to Nanaimo. That was the game right before this one. Clock moving again. Cameron Simpson, he's got 2 goals. Looked like an illegal pick. Oakville possession. Jobikas will take it forward. Moving up slowly. Flips the ball off. He's got Gillis. Gillis slowly towards the front. Blakely. Lee. Winding. Shooting. Missed the mark with that. Renault from the other side. Oh, he had the short side. Thought he had it pegged, but he just missed. It was a long ways out for that shot, but he was close. Brewers ball. Regan Harding coming up the floor. The right-hander moving in. Passing across on the other side. Trying to drive through Ron with a shot, and Wendy again kicked it away. Foot race. Smith and Ron. Good battle. They both go down. The ball's still there. Comes out to Board. The Oakville captain feeds the front. Smith faking, scoring. 9-4. Board grabbed the loose ball. And Smith had lots of time, a few stick fakes. And a 5-goal output now is what's needed for Saskatoon just to tie with 5:13 remaining. And the task looks pretty daunting. And Oakville has done what you want to do against a team that's already played today, and that is really put the push on at the end of the night to get better as the night goes along, to push the pace, to get faster, really force Saskatoon. They've done that. And Smith, if there wasn't already a dagger in this game provided by Cree Blakely, without any doubt, Trevor Smith has put that dagger in now. .43rd shot of the night. And it's an Oakville Titans goal. And it's regroup time for Saskatoon. They pretty much have to be perfect the rest of the way to have a chance at the glory that they want. And there's some breathing room. There's mistake room for teams like St. Albert. What's going to be the case for this Oakville team? What's the case for Caughnawaga? None of those teams have gone through their two-game day yet either, and that is going to be oh so taxing. And it's not just that day. It's that you have to go right back at it the next day, all tournament long. Penalty call to come for a cross-check against Fisher. He doesn't like it. But Oakville's going to go to the man advantage. Blakely's out there again. Does he have a 6th goal in his stick? I was talking to Doug Langlois, number 94 from the Timbermen, after his two-game day, and he said, I haven't done that since minor lacrosse. But he was all smiles. Of course, when you win both games on your two-game day, that feels pretty darn good. It's a whole lot different feeling on the Saskatoon side right now, even though there's still time. They're up against it. Apers from the outside for Oakville on this power play. Moves the ball in. Fed across. Blakely again. Blakely for Apers. Apers takes a look, takes a shot, just missed with it. Ball just outside the paint. Who's going to grab possession? Finally taken and brought forward. Malkowski lobs it forward. Murphy, breakaway for Newton. Newton in on goal, but the ball popped out of his stick before he could get a shot. Here's a home run pass. Look out, Blakely just about got number 6. He was wide open and they fed him. 4 minutes left here in period number 3. Young, step back over the line. Oakville ball. Ilbekas will take it. The power play continues. It's not just physical fatigue, it's mental fatigue for Saskatoon. And you can just feel a certain lightness as Apers passes off for Lee. And there's a shot from Lee, and he found his mark. Power play goal. 10-4, double figures. And what a run here of 5 goals in the third period now for Oakville. But you can just see a certain lightness in the step of the Oakville players. And they are really and truly having fun right now. 3:39 left on the clock as we sit at 16:21. I think we're going to see a goaltending change on the Oakville side. I think Wendy wanted to do that earlier, but he's going to get to now. As Legault is going to come in, so Jesse Legault will take the crease for the final 3:39. Craig Wendy, 4 goals against. 1 in the first, 3 in the second. And perfect through the bulk of period 3. So Legault in mop-up duty. Pretty easy situation for him to come into. And is the goaltending change at the other side? Christopher Ptolemy is going to come into the game. It is a change on both sides. And Hunter Wongstead, boy, has he been busy. And you can see he's frustrated sitting at the end of the bench, and his teammates come over to him and say, hey, this is not at all on you. Quite simply, Oakville took this game away from Saskatoon with strong play, with fast play, and with the hot stick of Cree Blakely. Up the floor comes Simpson. Simpson throws it back. Harding moves the ball in. Opportunity just outside the paint, and the ball goes through the crease. And Legault grabs it. 3 minutes and change to play here. And we've seen this a couple times in the tournament. A fantastic tight game through 40 minutes. And then one team just finds it in the third. And Oakville just found it. They had another gear, and they've used it here in the third. Lee from the outside shoots one. Missed the net. And the ball will ricochet back down. Legault comes out of his net. Looks for the outlet. Late in the possession. Just throws the ball up, and coming up the floor will be Drew Chedek, a 2-goal man for Saskatoon. He has 2, Simpson has 2, but nobody else has found the sheet. Chedek on the move, passing it off for Saunders. Saunders, Toporowski, looking to get free with a shot, hit the outside of the net. The ball bounds up the floor. Yobika's coming up with Board. They've got some speed. Board, breakaway, in, fakes, scores! Gage Board, 11-4. And you could just see that both Yobikas and Board had so much speed and were just able to outrun the Saskatoon players on the floor. And you have to think that's symptomatic of the double game day. I say that, but boy, did you ever not see that from the Nanaimo in their game? As they played at 8 o'clock and at 5, and in the 5 o'clock game, Nanaimo winning 15-11, and they had just tons and tons of energy in that game all throughout the 60 minutes. Gage Board gets his second of this lacrosse game, 11-4 with just over 2 minutes to play. Oakville's going to move to 2-0, and Saskatoon is going to be an unfortunate 0-3. Loose ball, grabbed by Chedek as he's moving forward, and Levi Chedek will have to relinquish as Wallace was knocked down on the play. Under 2 minutes remain here. Oakville with another possession. Blakely. Now a knockdown off ball. Renault passes off. Lee tried a circus shot. Couldn't get it through. Moving down towards 1 minute remaining in this lacrosse game. Day 5, or Day 2, Game 5. Let's not wish the tournament away. It's been fun so far. There's a lot more fun to be had. Up the floor comes Simpson. Pass off to the middle. Driving through, a backhanded shot taken by Murphy. Board recovers the ball. 8 o'clock tomorrow. Onondaga, Capital Region. Oakville St. Albert, the second game of the day. Saskatoon-Ladner, Caughnawaga against Onondaga, and Nanaimo and St. Albert, the nightcap at 8 o'clock. That's tomorrow's schedule. So Oakville's got a one-game opportunity tomorrow. The 2 game days, Onondaga, St. Albert. They have the 2 game day tomorrow. Everybody's going to deal with the trouble that that creates. Harding, 20 seconds to shoot. Takes a look. Unexpected was Young on that play. Ball recovered, still time in the possession. Saunders puts it across the floor. Ball went from Saunders to Saunders that time, but Play whistle down, off ball. Matt wearing number 4, Adam wearing number 88. Potomac comes and takes the ball, looks to outlet it. Just 10 seconds remain, and they'll play it down. Oakville will likely just retreat back in behind their own net. Gauge board is just going to let this play out. 11-4 the scoreline in the final game today at the President's Cup. Oakville's 2-0. Saskatoon sits at 0-3. Final shot tally, 46-31. Oakville, the clear leaders today. Cree Blakely, a 5-goal performance, including a natural hat trick to open up the third period. And the teams will come together to shake hands. And a very different mood on both sides. And this is a late contest for both teams, too, coming from the Prairies and, of course, from Ontario. So right now it's almost 10 o'clock local time in Nanaimo. So add 2 and 3 hours to that, respectively, for these players. And it's a very late night. Could it be anyone other than Blakely for Oakville? I don't see how. And on the other side, you look at a couple of 2-goal men, Simpson and Chedek. Hunter Wongstedt was very good, outshot 46-31. Made some big saves. His team was in it right through 40 minutes. In fact, right until the first goal of the third period by Blakely at 4:29. So it was the 44th minute of the Lacrosse game that it went from 5-4 to 6-4, and the game really changed from then on out. The handshakes are done, and we'll see how good a predictor I am when it comes to MVPs. Both teams standing on the restraining lines, waiting for the announcement to come. Drew Chedek, one of the 2-goal men. And big timing for his goals in this game today. As Chedek, when the game was 3-1, made it 3-2, and his team was able to come back and tie the contest at 3-all. And then at 5-4, he was able to come in. So Chedek scored at the right time, but Cree Blakely is the game MVP on the Oakville side. No question about it. He was absolutely fantastic. 2 great games for Blakely and a 2-0 record for the Oakville Titans. They head off victorious. Saskatoon in frustration. Again, running down the schedule for tomorrow. Onondaga against Capital Region. That starts today at 8 o'clock. At 11, Oakville St. Albert. 2 p.m., Saskatoon Ladner. 5 p.m., Conawaga, Onondaga. And at 8 o'clock, Nanaimo will take on St. Albert. That's the Tuesday to come. 5 games, 12 hours of lacrosse. We saw it today, we enjoyed it today, and the same tomorrow. Again, the final, Oakville 11 and Saskatoon 4. Good night from day 2 at the President's Cup.